Another question that I frequently get is, what am I supposed to say when an employer asks why I was terminated? So first off, I want to say that there are laws in place that protect candidates from organizations just slandering them during reference checks. Most professional companies and most companies that are operating on a large scale, they're not going to provide information for or a reason for separation. So they may provide information such as, are you rehireable or not? They will verify dates. They will verify your title. Some of them may give insight as to what duties you performed. A personal reference can go a little bit deeper and give more information. So you always want to be careful who you provide as a personal reference. Now, the first thing is, why would you ever tell a company you were fired? Why would you give them information that legally you're protected from disclosing? You wouldn't. So, unless that employer has gotten this information from another source, which I just can't understand who would tell them that, or, why you would list someone as a reference, who would tell someone that. But if you have a question specifically about reason for separation, then you want to talk about organizational culture. You want to talk about opportunities for growth, and you want to talk about time needed for self-exploration. So if a company is asking, what was the reason for separation? Why did you leave your most recent employer? You can simply say, I worked in an extremely stressful environment, and it's not uncommon for turnover in my specific field to happen. I served at this company for X amount of time, and I learned so much. While I was there, I was able to assess the organizational culture and the opportunities for career growth. In my time assessing that, combined with the stressful nature of the duties that I was required to perform, I put in my 2-week notice, and I decided that I was going to take some time to research and explore other opportunities that offered a better culture fit and the opportunity for growth. One thing that I hate to do is to stay at a company too long, or when I determine that something is not a good fit for me, to continue on with that, knowing that time could be used to build and start something that's going to benefit me. Before I separated from the company, I did speak with my manager to determine if me leaving in 2 weeks would present a hardship or put the company in a bad situation. We were able to time my departure with a new acquisition. So we had just hired a new training class, and someone was coming in to, fill my position, and I actually got the opportunity to train that person before I left. During my time of self-reflection, I was able to really evaluate all the positions that I've had in the past 5 years, the opportunities that I'm seeking, and develop a plan and a timeline for action for my professional development and my career development. After taking that time for self-reflection, I found your company, and you guys offer everything that I'm looking for in terms of culture, from what I've researched and from what I've heard from colleagues, as well as opportunity for career growth and professional development. So that is why I had a gap in my resume. So you want to give an explanation, and you want to present a good business case. You want your gap to represent something that was beneficial, that was a development opportunity for you. You could even use a scenario such as, I took time off work because I had to study for an exam or a certification, or I was finishing a really tough semester. I had already understood that the direction of the company that I was working at, where it was going in, didn't align with my major and my long-term career goals. So I decided to focus on my last semester and do some research to determine what companies would offer that good culture fit and career development fit. As long as you provide an explanation, a clear explanation, something that's not going to alarm recruiters or raise any eyebrows. Essentially, we're assessing risk. Did you leave because you hated everyone? Did you leave because things got tough and you just couldn't take it anymore? Did you knock your manager's stuff off his desk and say, I'm never coming back? What was the reason why you left? And if the reason is acceptable and you can present a good business case and turn something and intercept something positive in your reason for departure, then we're willing to look past gaps in most cases.